Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Max, and today I wanted to talk about some great ways to save money. Well, the first thing you want to do if you want to save money is if you have subscriptions to things that you don't use anymore. So, say you have a subscription to Netflix and you don't watch Netflix anymore, it's a great idea to cancel it because they cost at least 10 bucks a month for most subscriptions. Or if you have Amazon Prime and you don't use it anymore, well, that's 100 bucks a year. So if you cancel that, you saved 100 bucks. If you cancel Netflix, you save, I don't know how much it costs now, like 12 bucks or something. Well, you just saved 12 bucks. And this is important because a lot of people have subscriptions to stuff that they don't use anymore, and they continually just get billed even though they don't use that product or service anymore. Or if you don't plan on using it for a while, so say you have like say a Chegg membership, what you can do is if you're not going to use it over the summer, just cancel it so you don't get charged the 15 bucks a month when you're not using it. So just or put it on pause or something where you don't get billed, and then whenever you do need it, just turn it back on. The second thing you want to do is if you like to shop at major retailers and you have favorite stores that offer rewards programs. So say you go to a particular store that you love at least a few times a year and you splurge a lot of money there. It's a great idea to sign up for their in-store rewards program if they have one. Say for example, Best Buy offers you $5 in rewards when you spend 250 bucks or more. Now it's very easy to spend hundreds of dollars at Best Buy, so you would get back at least 10 bucks or 15 bucks worth of rewards if you bought something, say, I don't know, like a laptop or a TV. So it's a great idea to invest in the retailer's rewards program. And if you're the type of person that kind of refrains from in-store rewards programs, a good thing to do is set up a secondary email or a junk email where you link all your rewards programs into one email. So for example, I have a spam email that I use for all my rewards programs. So when I have a rewards program at CVS and Best Buy and all these other different stores, I link it all to one email. So the spam emails don't come to my regular email. Another great way to save money is to stop impulse buying. And what this means is you're at a store, you're at somewhere where they sell products and services, you see something you like and you buy it right away. That's called impulse buying. And what you could do instead is tell yourself, well, do I really need this? And a lot of times, a lot of money that we spend impulsively are on stuff that we don't even need, that are not even basic necessities like food and clothes and shelter. So a good way to save money would be to stop impulse buying and kind of give yourself a week. Say, if I need this in a week's time, I will buy it. And you will come to realize is that a lot of times when a week passes, you realize that you didn't need that thing in the first place. And this rule actually goes hand in hand with a different rule that is you need to stop spending money whenever you're depressed or you're sad or you're bored. When you notice that you spend a lot of money when you're try to refrain yourself from spending money on things you don't need when you're bored. So don't use shopping as an excuse to not be bored. Don't use shopping as an excuse to not be sad. And that's another great way to save money. Another great way to save money is to make a list. So if you're going to the grocery store and you know exactly what you need, just write it down on a list. It's much easier to stick to your purchases when you have a list, because a lot of times when you go into the store, a lot of people I know have this habit where they go into a store, they start adding all these different stuff into their cart that they never intended on buying in the first place, and they start racking up more for items that they never intended on buying in the first place. So just make a list and tell yourself that you're only going to stick to the items that are on the list. Another great way to save money is when you go shopping and you know exactly what you need, just try to do it as fast as possible without browsing around. Because chances are, if you browse around, you're going to find something else that you like, and you're probably going to convince yourself to buy it, and you're going to continually just spend money for no reason. So for example, whenever I go to Walmart, I just buy whatever I need and I get out of there as quickly as possible in order to not spend any more money than I already have to. Another great way to save money is to not eat out as much. So if you're the type of person that spends a lot of money on food when you could just get home cooked meals, if you live with your parents and your parents make home cooked meals, just eat the home cooked meals. You don't have to spend a lot of money eating out. And eating out actually adds up a lot in the end of the month when you look at your statement and you realize you spend over 50 bucks or over 100 bucks on eating out when you really could have just saved that money by just either grocery shopping and saving money or just not eating out in the first place. So that's another great way to save money. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about that basically makes you lose a lot of money is if you're a financially irresponsible person, if you're fiscally irresponsible, do not sign up for credit cards. If you can't trust yourself with impulse buying, if you can't trust yourself with spending money that you don't have, using credit cards would be a bad idea for you because you will rack up a lot of debt. And this is especially bad because a lot of these credit cards that are out there carry at least 25% in interest rate, especially if they're a retailer credit card. And when you use these, say you buy $100 item and you forget to pay the bill, well, you just racked up $25 in interest because 25% of 100 bucks is $25. So now you owe $125 instead of the original $100. So it's a great idea to just stick to debit cards. That way you only spend money that you do actually have. And these are actually some of my tips on how to save money. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.